Hi people. So today is our 1-year anniversary, or my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Today we are going to have a look back at all of the content that I've created over the past year and my raw opinion of everything. And yeah, as you know, I have put out every single week a video on my major gameplays this year. So those are up in a whole little playlist if you want to watch them and you didn't get the chance to watch the other videos. It's a good way to have like a quick recap, or just go back and watch the other ones if you want to. I'm sorry if you can hear my family. They're watching Netflix. They're probably actually not that loud on the microphone, but they sound so loud. Like, why are black people so loud? Why are they so loud? I started YouTube playing. I actually started YouTube before last year. I started with art content. I was making speed paints, and what was I doing? I know I put out an animation, which was my first animation. I'm very proud of it. It has 143 views. Very proud of it. To Do I Want to Know by Arctic Monkeys. It got copyright what's it called? Copyright claimed. Maybe I should appeal that, honestly, because I think it's free use. Isn't that how that works? I feel like it should be free use, because I'm changing something. I don't know. I have to read up on free use. But I don't know, I just did art content and I was like, I don't know what else to do with this. So I scrapped it. Well, it's still there on the channel, but I was like, I'm good. So then we flashed to July 2nd. I upload a Red Dead video. I'm like, I'm gonna do this for real. I got a computer, not for the sole purpose of this, just because I wanted a computer. And I got a computer that can hold The Sims, and you know, I got all my stuff together, all my organizations, and I played in my game, starting with Red Dead, and then I did music reviews and Sims and all of that, and now we are here. So in my other like 1-year recaps, I already talk about I already talk about my experience with those gameplays and, you know, my view on them and all of that. But what has been my favorite and least favorite of the stuff that I have created? Let's see. I think that my favorite, well, I have multiple favorites actually. I really like the Great K-pop Search. I thought that was so funny. Like, that video is so freaking funny because I'm just flaming people. I'm just flaming K-pop artists the entire time. Like, literally, if you watch that video, you wouldn't know that I literally have been, I don't know, I'm like, would I call myself a K-pop fan now? I don't know. But you wouldn't know that I was like a K-pop fan before that for like since 2016. You wouldn't know, because I literally was just blaming them the entire time. But it was funny. If I'm, you know, being honest with myself, I thought it was funny. The Closing Shift, absolutely amazing. I would love to play more scary games, but honestly, that was so stressful for me. It's honestly so good that I actually watched the gameplay, because I would have died. Honestly, I would have died right then and there if I hadn't already known what was about to happen. Okay, so I thought about playing Poppy Playtime, but honestly, I'm too dumb. It's not that I'm too dumb. It's not that I'm too dumb to play Poppy Playtime, but like, I kind of am, because it's hard. I don't know, it's hard. Townies to so maybe I'll do more scary games in the future. I don't know. I have to see. I don't know if I'm gonna do Poppy Playtime. I'll probably do something else. But yeah, I want to play other like indie games or other games that outside like The Sims and like main AAA games, because that seems fun. It's just I don't know what games to play. I also really want to do like games with friends, but I don't have friends that play games, so it's rough. One day, maybe I'll find some more friends whenever I go off to school, and they'll play the freaking games, because I'm really hoping. Okay, Jesus, I need to make friends that play games. I'm tired of this. I want to play like GeoGuessr and like all those games like Twitch streamers play, because they just look so fun. I've always wanted to do a lobby with like, what is that game where you do it's like telephone and Gartic phone, that's what it's called. I've always wanted to do a lobby of like Gartic phone, but once again, I actually had people to play and we just never got together. And honestly, organizing people to play things makes my skin itch, because they literally will never follow through. And so I don't have the energy for that. Okay, so I just gave up, if I'm being quite honest. But I would love to play multiplayer games. I want to play Valorant, but I literally had that game for like a year probably now, and I'm just scared to play it because I'm scared of solo games. That's honestly a game, if I ever were to play it, probably would play it outside of YouTube, because I just want to rank up and get good at like the characters. But I'm too scared of people to actually play the game. So yeah. What are other videos I really like? I really like the Detroit series, especially Detroit Part 3. I have a TikTok of like my favorite, well, I just get scared, but honestly, Detroit Part 2, Detroit Part 4, like that series is so good. I feel like I would really recommend that, honestly. I think that series was just so funny, because at that point, I'm already like, I don't want to say I'm an expert at being on camera, but kind of, I've come a long way. I'm sure I have. Honestly, I think I've always, since I started doing like YouTube with like a face cam, I've always been good in my opinion, but I only got better. See, that's positive mindset, positive PMA, positive mental attitude right there. Okay, I've always been good in my opinion, but I've just only gotten better. Unpopular music opinions, another good one. Honestly, music reviews, really good. I actually prefer my music reviews that are not like the monthly ones. I actually really enjoy doing like music reviews on like single artists or whatever have you, may you. But I really like the unpopular music opinions. Honestly, let me look at my music opinions. R&B slow jams, that was a good one. Of course, like I said, the great K-pop search. Like some of my favorites are actually music reviews. The timeless excellence of Arctic Monkeys. I think I went back and actually watched that video recently, and I was like, I kind of rambled, even though I had a script. It was just, I don't know if it was like not that well cut together or what was happening, but I've definitely gotten better at editing and learning I don't want to say my style at editing, because I don't really know how to do like cool edits like you see on Markiplier's videos or whatever, but I know enough to make a video good, in my opinion. I don't know how to do anything fancy, because I have to Google all that. And honestly, I think YouTube is so cool, or my experience on YouTube has been so cool, because I've actually gotten to learn so many skills that I would have never learned otherwise, like editing. I would have never touched Premiere Pro had it not been for this, and I've learned a lot in Premiere Pro, probably than most people know. Like I know more than just cutting a video, and that makes me proud. So like I know how to mess with audio, and I'm sure I know how to do other things. I've probably forgotten them by now because I probably only did them once, but I know Photoshop. I already knew Illustrator. Like I'm just like I just learned so much, and that's kind of cool. I think my thumbnails definitely got better. Red Dead thumbnails were not it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Red Dead thumbnails, she wasn't it. I didn't know what I was doing, but I also didn't know what I was doing for the beginning. Like anything from the beginning, anything from like before decades, which actually is not many videos, but I did not know what I was doing. So I think I kind of learned a flow. I'm, you know, looking at this, I'm like, do I like the color coding? Do I like it? I think I would definitely keep it for decades, but I'm like, do I like it for like legacy and other things? Because I don't know. I just kind of like the way that it looks without a border. So I don't know, maybe that's something to do moving forward. I would definitely keep it for decades because it goes with like the color decade situations, you know what I mean? But I don't know if it's necessary for like legacy, you know? But I'll evaluate that. Do I have any other favorite videos? The Grammys review. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like literally the music reviews are actually spectacular. Like honestly, they are some of the best videos I put out this year. Townies to Baddies was a good one. What was my favorite legacy video? I don't even know if I can remember. Oh, I said in the legacy recap that I would recommend 3, but I actually would recommend 9. 9 is so good. And not only does my makeup look absolutely amazing, but I'm so freaking funny. I didn't get to watch the newer legacies, so I don't actually know what my overall favorite legacy video would be. But yeah, I'm going to go back and try and subtitle all the videos because I know some people need subtitles to have a good viewing experience on YouTube. And although the majority of the people that watch me, it says my analytics don't watch it with subtitles, I still want to do it. I also really like subtitling, which I don't know if that's weird, but I actually really enjoy it. I did it for my uncle's YouTube channel whenever he was doing that. And I was gonna do it for like GT live streams, but as you can imagine, doing that, I'm just making subtitles for 2 hours of content. It was no. I don't even think I got past my first subtitling of that video, okay? But I thought it was really fun. So, because you can put like little funny things in it, I don't know. So I'm excited to do it actually. Just another thing to make me absorbed in the grinding machine of YouTube. My favorite decades video. Oh, maybe I should do Red Dead. My favorite Red Dead video. What would my favorite Red Dead video be? Honestly, I don't know. What I really like. I like the ending of the. Is that the third one? No, the second one. Arthur is looking real good. But I don't know what my favorite one would be. I don't know. Favorite decades video of the ones. Oh Jesus, of the ones that I watched because I didn't get to the. Actually, I feel like the better decades videos were actually the ones I didn't get to, which I think I said in my recap, because the looks were better. Like the makeup looks were on point. And I was probably funnier. Honestly, I think some of my more recent decades videos are probably the best, in my opinion. Because I just say crazy stuff. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, I should calm down. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, should you have said that? But I don't know what to say about that. You know, a video, I'm just saying, but like, okay. All of the best thumbnails I have ever made literally do not get that many views, and that's why I'm like, YouTube actually does not make sense, because all of the best thumbnails, I was like, this is gonna be it, like everybody's gonna love this thumbnail, they're gonna click on this. It doesn't get that many views. See, example, okay, Jin is Anakin. This is my prime example. Jin is Anakin confirmed. Amazing theory too, which honestly I should make a commentary video. I'm not going to, but I should. Okay, it's a whole theory, a whole game theory. Honestly, Matt Pat, I'm giving this to you. He is literally Anakin. Okay, amazing thumbnail, and yet, like, iconic scene from Star Wars, number 3. I love that movie because Hayden Christensen look fine, as freak. But Hayden Christensen was also my childhood crush, but that's like another discussion. Okay, iconic point where he's like, I hate you, and they're on the rock and all of that, you know, and yet the folks didn't pick up on it. They didn't pick up on it. Okay, I really like my R&B slow jams, which actually performed averagely. I mean, some of them have performed well and some of them didn't. But another example, he stole from her, Decades Part 19. You know, if you get up closer on the TV, it'll probably look better. Maybe not so much on a computer screen. On mobile, it should look okay, I think. But yet, it did not catch on. The girls did not catch on to it. So that's all I'm saying. Is what is a good thumbnail? Honestly, at this point, what is a good thumbnail? Who knows? Who really knows? Also, something that I did that I feel like was kind of grinded into the ether, and honestly I forgot about it, was my sim scenario. I thought about, like, would I do another sim scenario? I don't know if I would, because I guess I have to look at them. If you guys know any good sim scenarios, let me know. But like, I don't know, they kind of are like the ones after like the first 2, kind of lame in my opinion, at least that I've heard of. I don't know if they're for me, but maybe there is. Maybe I just had to look at it, because I like the idea of a mini-series, so yeah. And that also reminds me to put those Sims in my legacy challenge, because I'm definitely gonna forget that still. But yeah. But moving on to like my least favorite of everything I've created, I would actually have to say, and I'm only basing this I can only really base this off of the stuff I went back and rewatched, because all the rest of it I don't remember, if I'm being quite honest. But I would have to say the worst video, in my opinion, that I've ever created is my most popular video, which honestly to me is a shame, but obviously that didn't turn people off, because the next video has 1.7k or 1.7 thousand views. But the first episode of Decades, I would have to say, is literally my worst, with maybe the first episode of Red Dead Redemption beats it, probably, because you can't even hear me. For that very matter, it should probably actually be Decades Part 1. But I do not understand why that video blew up, and yet I literally do not like it. Like, my opinion on it still stands. I literally think that video is actually bad, and yet, like, I ramble. It's just kind of boring. Like, I'm like, why does that video have so many views? And it didn't turn people off, because the next one actually performed well too. So I'm like, how does this make sense? Am I missing something? Do I not see something? Because I'm confused. I don't think that's a good video. And yet, like, is it the thumbnail? Like, what is it? I'm confused. So I can't really speak for the rest of it. I think the rest of it is fine. But yeah, the rest of my videos. Commentary. Let's talk about commentary. I think that my first commentary, I would say, is Squid Game. That was like the first thing that I was like, I'm gonna sit down and basically write a research paper about this. And I was very proud of myself. I don't know if that was good because I didn't go back and rewatch it, but we'll see whenever I make subtitles for it. I was just really inspired after I finished Squid Game, and I was like, whoa, this is actually bonkers. And so I made a video about it. Yeah. The next one I would say is Arctic Monkeys. I go back and forth whether I should count this as a commentary video because it's kind of more like a music review, but just like an epic music review. But yeah, that was my next one. Really good, I would say, thumbnail. Really good thumbnail in my opinion. Okay, you got the black and white, you got, you know, you got the vibes. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and Ain't I a Woman is my last one that I did, which I'm really glad did well because I think it's an important message. I really wanted to get to 1,000 views. If there's any video to me that deserves 1,000 views, it's that one, because it's just a subject that's very dear to my heart. I think it deserves it, but I don't control that, so we'll see what happens. I'm trying to kind of change my mindset if we kind of, you know, if we're gonna try it, kind of transition. I'm trying to change my mindset when it comes to how I view YouTube, because I think for the past year I've kind of just been like, I want, by the time I get to a year, I think I deserve 1,000 subscribers, and I've just been kind of stuck on that instead of just enjoying it. Like, I've always enjoyed YouTube, that's why I'm hyper focused on it. I really enjoy, I go back and forth on enjoying editing. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I really like making thumbnails and recording. I think I put out amazing content, but I'm just not at the point that I want to. But I really feel like the universe has a way of being like, you suck at this and you really need to get better at it. So until you do, I'm literally just not going to, you know, I'm just gonna slow you down. Like, I think I've had great growth on YouTube. Like, the fact that I have videos over 1,000 views, I'm sure there's people on YouTube who don't, and I'm really fortunate of that I got the opportunity to have that. And it's honestly the reason why my channel is probably where it is. I don't know that it would be here if it wasn't for decades. So that's cool. And I have seen growth. Like, I used to get an average of probably less than 10 views when I started, and now I get at the very least like 20 to 30. So it's not like crazy growth, but I mean, it's growth. And I started out at probably maybe like 7 subscribers, and now I'm at almost 300. So I mean, is it where I would want to be, or where I feel like I deserve? You know, if I'm just being honest with myself, is it where I feel like I deserve to be? No. But I think there's probably someone who wants these numbers. So, and I don't think I should focus on the numbers as much. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change my mindset. Okay, I have this propensity, or the, what is it, the habit to be a little envious of others and how, you know, their journey with things, but I don't think that's healthy. So I'm trying to change it and be positive and change my mindset on it. So, because that's something I probably need to do a long time ago, but this is a good opportunity to do it. So I think going forward, when it comes to YouTube, I'm just going to, I don't know, just make content I want to, because literally I feel like that's all I can do, is just make really good content, which I've been doing. And that's the thing, is I you know, I've looked at all these articles on how to get subscribers and how to get views and how to blah blah blah, and I'm doing literally everything. I've tried to do SEO and blah blah blah. I've done everything at this point, so I'm like, there's nothing else I can do at that point. I think I'm making exceptional content. My editing to me has gotten a lot better. Have really good presence. Like, these videos to me are at the level of any other video. So I'm like, I'm doing everything I can do at this point. So it's really not up to me. It's up to the world, I guess, to think I deserve it or whatever. I don't know. So I think I want to view YouTube as more of just an outlet of creativity and fun. which I have been doing, but I just kind of want to make that the sole thing I focus on, rather than I want to get to this by this, you know? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having goals, but that hasn't gotten me anywhere, so that's not like that's working for me. So I just want to make good content that I really like, and hopefully you guys like it too. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed and been with me, especially if you've been here since the beginning with Red Dead and Legacy, and kind of Decades was at the beginning. Before I go, maybe like, what is one thing I really want to create in this next year? Let's think. Like I said, I want to do more indie games that are like just like a one-shot video, or maybe like a mini series, you know, of like an indie game, or like something that's not AAA or The Sims. I think that would be fun. I think react content would be really good. It's just I don't know what to react to. I think that would be fun though. I want to get farther in Decades, because Jesus Christ, the fact that we are still in the 1500s, oh my god. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna finish Decades, but it's fun right now. I honestly think this is probably the most fun it's gonna be, because once you get to a certain point in history, it's kind of like, do I care? But I guess it's more about The Sims than anything. I don't know, just get farther in my challenges for The Sims. I don't know, just have fun. I think that's what I want to do. But mainly those two first videos, I really want to do. I also have like build content that I still haven't edited and put together. I also have Townies to Baddies, which is coming back. If you like Townies to Baddies, it is coming back. So in July, I'm releasing another one, so stay tuned. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for this first year. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you for watching me, especially if you watch me on a regular basis. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, hopefully we have another good year. Yeah. Okay, bye.